Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of Showcase on Warframe. Today's item, Twin Gremlins. Yeah, Twin Gremlins. Really weird weapons. I've never seen the Gremlin movie. I get the idea I was supposed to feed them after midnight or something. But if in my opinion, I wouldn't feed these things at all. Though they are a little interesting, it takes the idea of try to do everything and doesn't really accomplish anything in the end. As we can see here, the puncture, impact, and slash are all the same damage of 10. So yes, the critical chance is not very high, and neither is the status. So where's this weapon going? To be honest, I'm not really sure. It tries to do everything and accomplishes nothing. So yes, kind of like the Plain Burstin. Burstin Prime gets somewhere, but the Plain Burstin try to do everything at once as well, and fail to do anything at all. But no matter. Where you get this is even dumber. Well, really want it, it's on the Mars location of the boss. Just ignore forward. You have to fight Captain Vor and Lieutenant Ledge Carroll for the pieces, or the whole thing, I mean. Yeah, so there's a small chance you'll get it. You know. Now, when using the Twin Gremlins, they are a bit finicky. They are kind of like brad nailers. Electric brad nailers. You know, the ones you can fire without having the safety pin pushed. So they're kind of like nails. They don't travel extremely fast, but they're not extremely slow either. But any very swift target traveling sideways might evade quite a few of your shots before you know it. It can happen. At least it's not a huge issue. The reload's relatively quick, and so the idea is supposed to damage all three factions equally. Well, if it damages all three factions equally and kind of doesn't shit against all of them, well, it doesn't really accomplish much in my opinion, does it? But no matter, I'll get my point across in the test. But otherwise, using them is pretty much a breeze. It's not that hard to use them. They're pretty primitive, easy to use weapon. But is it even worth it for the low level players? Let's find out. Now, for the level 30 in test, no surprise here, I am not putting formulas in this. Well, since it has no critical chance, and well, it has very little critical chance, very little status chance, we'll go with only a base build here. So this is one of the reasons why I don't put anything in it. Because there's no critical status, so what's the point? There's no augments, nothing special. So I put a Hard Strike, Barrel Fusion, Lethal Torrent, all up to damage to 90 in all three categories. In total damage, that would be just under 270 damage. Is that good? Well, no. Unfortunately, it's not. Get my point across. We shall take the some Grenier. Let's see. Take about roughly 8 of them. And at level 40. So at level 40, barely passes in my opinion. That's a puncture damage, which is a bonus, and then you have the slash damage, which still does damage, and the impact, as small as it is to the Grenier, it still does damage overall. So if I had to guess in terms of total combination, since I didn't look at the stats and crunch numbers with percentages, you do roughly around 150 to 180 damage against the Grenier with these weapons. But yet, even at level 40, doing 90 damage and puncture and everything else with high BS, it's just not there. But how about against the Corpus? Okay, let's grab a couple of MOAs, about 12 of them or so. And that's good enough. Same level of level 40. Should be a little bit quicker because they all group together. However, the damage, I argue, is a little bit worse. Now, in terms of damage against that shield, it takes an awfully long time for this weapon to get through that shield, and I expected to get through a little bit quicker. But it is how it is. So yeah, I'm not really a fit against the Grenier or the freaking Corpus here and their MOAs. So now that out of the way, it really comes down to the final question. Is it any good against the Infestation? Well, let's take some Chargers. Take about 10, 12. Down there. Same level, level 40. And I'd say, yeah, no. No, no, no. This is like, in fact, where all the damage it does, I think it does the worst against Infestation. I expect these guys to drop at least twice the speed of everyone else. They have no armor, they only have raw health, they have no shields, and yet here we are, shooting repeatedly into them. Let's move on to the pros and cons of the Twin Gremlins. On the pro side, it damages all three groups equally. It's also fairly easy to use. Not a real complicated weapon here. And has decent DPS. Well, the DPS doesn't go very far, but no matter. Going on to cons, its overall damage sucks. Has low critical chance and status chance. And that's pretty much it for the cons. Going on to the score for Twin Gremlins, not looking good. Damage gets a 3 out of 10. It underperformed. Accuracy did okay though, I'll give it 8 out of 10. It pretty much did good over 100 meters, so I wouldn't have any problem with that. Design though, I'm going to give it 2 out of 10. If DE is going to design a weapon that attacks all groups equally, at least make it adequate. At least make it something useful. This is not. This is a bad weapon. Ammo though, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. It was adequate. You will run out if you continuously spray or run enemies, which you probably need to if you use this, but at least you'll have some. Miscellaneous, I give it a 3 out of 10. It's rather a pain in the ass to get from Captain Vor and Lieutenant Lich Curl on Mars. It doesn't really have any redeeming qualities. And it falls short. So yeah, 3 out of 10. So in total, the Twin Gremlins get 21 out of 50, which is bad. Bad based on concept of design, in my opinion. Okay, well, building this weapon, it's a bit difficult to nail down, because again, you can go into any of the 3 categories you want. So, slash set, puncture set, and impact set, your choice in that regard. But to be honest, increased magazine size and fire rate. That's all I can say. Yeah, that is all I got for this weapon. In terms of judgment, hell no. Not worth it. No, it is not. Even if ribbon mobs come in the future of this weapon, I don't think it'll really fix this weapon at all. But no matter. That's been showcased for today. Thank you for watching. Before you go though, leave a comment down below if you want to see a particular weapon here on Showcase. I'd like to thank you for watching and I'd like to see you guys next time. Take care out there.